Hey everyone, it's Katie from Create Your Future. I have a success story for you today from a client that was able to bring in the best version of her person. Now, if you don't know me, I am a certified life coach. I am a law of assumption coach here and a meditation teacher. And with this client, we'd been working together for some months, and I was so excited to see this email because I knew it was only a matter of time before her manifestation came through. So let's go right into the story of what happened. I'll be sure to highlight things I think that were helpful that she did that you can now implement. We can talk about some inner conversations, and then of course, if you want more support with this, be sure to check out the links below. I'm doing live group coaching. We're doing workshops, so that's available for you where I can answer your questions just in case you can't get into my one-on-one schedule, as things are a little tight right now. But the group coaching, the workshop is available for you if that speaks to you. All right, let's go into this story, shall we? Okay. So over the course of studying Create Your Future and Law of Assumption Attraction, I found myself becoming discouraged. I had been trying for a while and wasn't bringing in the circumstances I wanted. Finally, I decided to just relax about everything and get back to enjoying my life regardless. Slowly, the more time I spent with myself, I started to realize that I wasn't sure I wanted my original specific person anymore. I can't explain it except that as I grew more and more into my true self, I just wasn't interested anymore. This isn't because I didn't believe I could recreate them. I just wanted to enjoy life, not worry, maybe bring in someone new and more suited to me. This whole time, I still believe in the power of manifestation. I just needed to rest from trying so hard. I felt myself let go of the need to change the person, because after all, we don't need to change anyone but self. I started feeling myself into a low resistant place. I was enjoying the present moment, my job, my friends, myself. I started feeling so loved and powerful within myself, and let me tell you, there is no better feeling than this. I started to feel amazing and invincible. Suddenly, when I was at work, a gorgeous person approached me and immediately asked if I wanted to go on a date. I can't explain how powerful this connection was from that first moment. Even though I was a little nervous to date again, I said yes. We have been dating ever since, for the past 4 months. I am now in a spiritual, committed, exhilarating relationship with someone who is a better match for me on every level. I am learning to love deeper and experience more peace than I ever have before. This person also understands the 4D connection, and when we have our beautiful inner conversations, the outer reflection is almost instant. If old anxieties ever come up, I just feel my person loving me, and sure enough, he does. But the anxiety is lessening as time goes on. I don't really identify with it anymore. I just want to say that it really is true that what is within will reflect without. And for those who are wanting their original specific person, my original also initiated contact after years during this time. I was just more excited to move forward with the new one. Now I am going to keep using this power in every area of my life. This whole vast world is just ourselves pushed up. Thank you for everything, Katie. Okay, well, congratulations. And to everyone watching, just affirm, right, this is your sign that you can do this too, that this is happening, whether it's your original specific person or a new one. So let's talk about why she was successful. Well, from what I recall during our sessions, she was brilliant in terms of really allowing in her specific person, really harnessing the power that they are alive inside of you. Her inner conversations, we do them out loud during one-on-one sessions, were fluid and loving. She was able to tap into the version that she needed in that moment. And this is something I think is so important. I'll speak from my own experience. When we desire a specific person, I've found that there's qualities within this person that we need to bring peace to our inner self, right? So when I've desired specific people and I've done inner conversations with them, they represented something I've needed to hear, maybe from my childhood, Maybe it was just something in that relationship. I just needed to be able to experience a new version of this person, right? Neville talks a lot about the power of revision to act as Jesus. And what he speaks to with that is Jesus was constantly in the mode of forgiveness, of revision, of seeing the best in others or revising them to be the best, right? To mold this into a kingdom of love. And so, again, what I've experienced is I'll really desire maybe someone romantically, or maybe it's a friend or a coworker or a family member, and I'll desire a different version of them really strongly, because usually a version of them is showing up in my 3D that's less than preferable, one that's showing me, that I'm still feeling rejected. I'm still holding versions of them that can reject me, that can hurt me, that are unkind or things like that. And so it's up to me to go within, revise this person to be the most loving version of themselves. I need to revise them to not only be the best version of themselves, but to also allow myself to hear what I need to hear, to receive the love that I need to receive in that moment. So then I, in turn, can be more loving. I, in turn, can be a better version of myself. The beauty of inner conversations is we revise this specific person to be the best version, and then we reply as the best version of ourselves, because everyone is just ourselves pushed out. So as we improve, if you will, or conversate with the best version of everyone in your inner world that gets pushed out to your outer world, you're also becoming the best version of yourself, right? In these conversations, okay? And what I've found is once I have these inner conversations, whether I need to hear someone say, I'm sorry, or I need to say I'm sorry to someone, and I envision the version of them that can forgive me, right? Once I actually have repeated that enough times, that it feels real, it feels done, my desire to be with that person might fade altogether, right? And if it doesn't, that's okay. Trust your desire. Your desire is a promise. But I have seen this with clients, or once they kind of hear what they needed to hear from an ex, right? They have finally identified the version of them that does value them, right? That does prioritize them, that treats them the way they really should be treated, right? And they've practiced the scenes and they've practiced these inner conversations. A peace can actually come through. There's nothing more to do there, right? And because you've now done that with your subconscious, you can bring in, right, a relationship that better reflects these new inner relationships where there's respect and love, unconditional love, where there's just better treatment, right? And so letting go, I find, is so much more about letting go of the 3D, going within, finding the best version of yourself, of that person, practicing that conversation, practicing what that reality would be like, and then allowing it to get pushed out in whatever way it wants to. Maybe it is through a new person, right? So you'll see that, in your own life, you'll actually get that new version through the specific person, or if the desire fades and changes, someone new can step in, right? But either way, through these inner conversations, you've changed your concept of yourself, you've changed the concept of others, and your inner world is one of peace and harmony, where you used to be fighting with someone, where you used to feel rejected, where you used to feel unwanted, where you used to feel unworthy, where you created people to reflect that back to you. You've changed all that, you've revised all that, because you've been practicing new inner conversations where that argument is now one of harmony and understanding, where you weren't taken out, you weren't communicating with, you now know what it's like to have constant loving communication. You know what it's like to be prioritized. You know what it's like to be fully loved and supported. And if the desire stays for your specific person, then it's going to come through your specific person. But if it does fade, there's peace, right? Then odds are, yes, it will manifest through someone else. But just trust where your desire is going. Your desire is always leading you to what needs to be, I don't want to say worked on, but what needs to be revised, what needs to be matched to the frequency of your desire, okay? So there is always a reason behind why you desire something, right? Maybe it's just because it's time for you to create a relationship where you really are prioritized. You really are loved, and you need to know what that sounds like. You need to know what that feels like, and this is the perfect person, vehicle to experience that with, right? So allow your desires to change and evolve as they will, but notice you have to do these inner conversations. You have to do the affirmations. You have to let the evolution happen before you can move on to the next, right? And so I've seen this, again, in my own life, where I'll do the inner conversations. I will, be really desiring something until it feels like it's mine. It feels like it's done. And then I'm at peace with it, and it's easy to let it go because I worked it out. I got it to the place that matched my desires. I matched the inner conversations to the frequency of the wish fulfilled. And then it's just easy to let it go. But the letting go happens through taking the time to go within and working out what you need to work out. I know this client worked out so many different versions of herself, version of her person, which allowed her to get to a place of letting go, enjoying life, enjoying herself, where she doesn't identify with anxiety anymore. So I want you to trust that no matter what your desire is right now, it's exactly what it needs to be. And that in each moment, that's all you need to work on, is making sure your inner conversation, your mental diet is matching the frequency of the wish fulfilled. It is matching the dialogue of what you'd be thinking, what you'd be saying, what would be happening if you had your wish fulfilled, okay? So let's do some inner conversations that can help you get there, to where it's done, where it's easy to let it go because you've done the work. So imagine your specific person is with you right now, the best version of them. And I want you to hear them say, "Thank you for bringing in the best version of me that always treats you with respect, with love, that can instantly reflect your 4D into the 3D. Thank you for bringing in this version of me that's so connected to you spiritually, emotionally, physically, in every single realm. I love that this relationship is so peaceful, harmonious, loving. I love that we have such a strong inner and outer connection. I love that we both feel secure and at ease because we've done the inner work of healing old conversations that were arguments or ones of rejection or loss. We did the work. We changed it to ones of abundance and love and fulfillment. We did it within, and now it's happening without." And you can reply, "I'm so glad that I can just enjoy my life now. I'm so happy that I created and called in the best version of you, and it's reflected to me daily. I'm so happy that I don't identify with anxiety anymore. I identify with joy, with peace, with ease. I'm so thankful for all the inner work I did that has allowed me to reflect out a state of so much love, peace, prosperity. Things are so easy now. I love that I just stuck with it. I was persistent. I had faith, and now I have confidence. And now I apply this to every area of my life, and it's always showing up for me. I love that I manifested the best version of my person for me. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so thankful I persisted, and it's here now. I'm so thankful I got to the state where it was easy to let go because I did what I had to do, and now everything just flows. I'm so happy to know that all I have to do is do these inner conversations, and it gets pushed out. I'm so happy I have a self-concept that is worthy of love and affection. I know that I've always been worthy of love and affection, of respect, of harmony. I'm so thankful I got to that place within myself that has been waiting for me, and that I was able to identify this version of you that always shows up this way. I'm so thankful I'm a success story, and my success is getting bigger and better every single day. All right, I intend that is helpful. I intend you carry on with your inner conversations that allow you to bring in the best of everything to you, because the best of everything is within you. It's ready for you. Just identify the conversation, practice it, enjoy the practice. And of course, if you need more help, be sure to sign up for a one-on-one with me. Come to the monthly group classes or workshops, and we'll be doing some meditations again soon. All right, and we'll see you all in the next one.